Good morning to my true crime family. My name is Kathy with Left Undone Incomplete Investigations. Happy 4th of July to you all today. Today we're starting with an absolutely heartbreaking and shocking news of a mass shooting in Chicago. There's tragic news details emerging currently as we speak. We also have incredible news of a 20-year-old cold case finally solved right here where I live in California. Plus, a high-profile boxer arrested on shocking cartel ties. And a devastating update on the search for those missing after the California fireworks explosion. Let's get right into the daily true crime headlines. Welcome to Left Undone. First up, it's a somber start to the holiday weekend in Chicago. A mass shooting has tragically left 4 dead and 14 injured. This happened outside a nightclub in the River North area of Chicago. It happened late last night, early this morning, when gunfire erupted from a vehicle as crowds were leaving an album release party.
The ambush happened just before midnight outside of an album release party for Chicago rapper Mellow Bucks. 18 people shot in total, 4 of them killed. And tonight, we know their names. One of them, the rapper's boyfriend, 23-year-old Devontae Williamson, 25-year-old Leon Henry, 27-year-old Aviance King, and 26-year-old Taylor Walker. Now, many people who were at the party are close friends of the rapper, whose real name is Melanie Doyle. Police have not said if they have any suspects tonight.
What's incredibly disturbing is that this isn't the first time that this location has seen this kind of violence. The Artist Lounge, where this tragedy unfolded, was previously known as the Hush Lounge, which was actually shut down in November of 2022 after another mass shooting occurred. That mass shooting killed 1 person and injured 3 others. The human toll is immense. 2 men, Leon Andrew Henry and Devontae Terrell Williamson, have been identified among the deceased, along with 2 women whose names are still pending. Tragically, we're hearing that rapper Mellow Bucks, Buckzzz, who was hosting the party, has revealed on social media that her boyfriend, Devontae Terrell Williamson, was one of the victims killed. Another identified victim is Avance King, whose sister was also wounded. Police are calling this a cowardly act and believe 3 shooters were involved. They drove up in a dark vehicle using 2 different calibers of ammunition. They suspect that this was targeted violence, and there's a concern about potential retaliation over the holiday weekend. Our thoughts are with the victims and the Chicago community seeking answers. Now for a story that brings a glimmer of hope for justice. A 20-year-old cold case right here in California has finally been solved. I love when these cold cases are solved. Philip Gregory Fries, now 77 years old, he pleaded guilty on July 1st to the 2005 murder of Patricia Joseph in Siskiyou County. Patricia's body was discovered in the Klamath River 2 decades ago, and her case has haunted investigators and her family ever since. What's truly incredible is how this breakthrough happened. It was due to the tireless work of the Siskiyou County Cold Case and Forensic Evidence team. Now, with the help of new forensic analysis from California Department of Justice, they were finally able to put the pieces together. It shows that even after years, justice can still be found. Fraze admitted his guilt in open court, and his sentencing is set for July 29th. a long awaited resolution for Patricia, Joseph, and her loved ones. Next, we have a shocking arrest involving a very high profile figure. The Department of Homeland Security and ICE announced yesterday that infamous Mexican boxer Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was detained in Studio City, California, and is facing expedited removal from the United States. The reasons for his detention are incredibly serious. DHS explicitly states that Chavez Jr. is believed to be an affiliate of the notorious Sinaloa Cartel, which was actually designated as a foreign terrorist organization by the previous administration. Furthermore, new details reveal his U.S. citizen wife, Frida Munoz, is reportedly connected to the Sinaloa cartel through a grandchild of El Chapo Guzman. This really shows the deep, intricate webs of those organizations. This is some serious stuff. DHS also highlighted that despite being flagged as a public safety threat, he was considered not an immigration enforcement priority by the previous administration. And he was even allowed to re enter the United States earlier this year. This latest action signals a strong federal stance against alleged cartel affiliates. His attorney has called these allegations outrageous, but the federal action is just pretty darn clear. Finally, we turn to an ongoing and heartbreaking situation right here in California. 7 people remain missing after the massive firework warehouse explosion in Yolo County earlier this week. The search for these individuals is incredibly difficult and agonizing for their families because the site where the explosion took place is still too hazardous for search and rescue teams to enter safely. We're hearing reports of small continued explosions, making it an extremely volatile environment. The anguish of the families is palpable. We're seeing heartbreaking pleas from loved ones like Sienna Ruiz. She's pregnant and desperately searching for her boyfriend and his 2 brothers. They're all missing in the blast. Families are expressing frustration with a lack of information, grappling with the grim reality that there might not be anything left of their loved ones. It's truly devastating and a prolonged tragedy for this community. And that wraps up your true crime headlines for July 4th, 2025, this 4th of July. These are tough stories, but it's so important to stay informed about the pursuit of justice and the impact on our communities. If you found this update valuable, please hit that like button. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on these cases. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Your support helps this channel grow and allows me to continue to bring you these daily updates along with all things true crime. Stay tuned for a deeper dive case this weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with more true crime updates. My name is Kathy Brooks. Stay safe and stay well. This is Left Undone, Incomplete Investigations, and I will see you soon.